What's going on, everyone? Hope you're having a great day. Welcome to the Tundra Dude 34 YouTube channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, notification bell, so you know every time I put up a new video and or a live stream. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is the beginning of October. We are making our way to the release of the next generation Tundra. But before we get there, we got to talk about sales each month for the Tundra to see how it's doing, pushing the last little bit of the 2021s out onto the lot, which, as most of you have seen my dealership walks lately, especially yesterday, it looks like all these dealerships are starting to get a good amount of Tundras just before we switch over to the next generation 2022. Now, we all know this already. It's been a very tough year for the automotive industry, and especially the Tundra with the chip shortage. We haven't seen a lot of vehicles on the lot, and especially Tundras. Once again, if you look at my dealership walks, throughout the summer and spring, we saw one or two on the lot pretty much the whole time. Yesterday, we saw 10, which was the most we've seen in ages. But Toyota's done pretty well, with the circumstances and everything. And the Tundra, actually, this month for September, has hit its second best sales month of the year. Now, the way I do this, I'm going to give you the number for September. I'm going to give you all the months of 2021 so far, so you can kind of see where the Tundra's been at. I'm also going to give you last year, September, so you can kind of get an idea. But because COVID was going on last year, I'm also going to give you the September number for 2019 before anything happened, before there was any issues with, pandemics and chip shortages, just so you can get an idea of where the sales are for the Tundra. So it's going to be a lot of fun doing these sales numbers when the next generation comes out. And, when it comes out all the way, not necessarily in the beginning when we still have to deal with this chip shortage, but when we actually see them go full bore and get all these Tundras on the lot to see how they sell with this next generation. But let's talk September 2021. The Tundra sold 8,828 units in the United States for September. Now, that is the second best sales month behind May. May was 9,595. So that is not bad. 8,828 is probably not their target number, but when we look at last year's September 2020, it was 8,738. So this September did squeak that out a little bit. If we go all the way back to September 2019, before any issues, anything was going on, 8,050. So it even beat the regular time stuff with this month, so that is very good. But let's real quick look at the entire year so far for the Toyota Tundra with U.S. sales. In January, 6,334 units. February, 5,819, which was the worst sales month of the year so far. March was 6,981. April, 7,512. May, the best month, 9,595. June, 7,624. July, 6,444. August, 5,876, and once again, September 2021, 8,828. So far, in 2021, 65,013 Tundras have sold in the United States. Now, something to keep in mind. These dealers aren't getting these Tundras, and when they do, at least up here, we'll go with what I see up here every day. We're getting a lot of Tundras you don't normally see in the area. Two-wheel drive Tundras you never see up here in the Northeast. Because four-wheel drive is needed for the winter and things like that. So we've been seeing SRs in the two-wheel drive capacity. Some have the 8.1-foot bed, which isn't very common up here. I think these dealers are just taking in whatever they can get. But when we do see, the upper trim show up, like the Platinum 1794, the Pro, the Limited, even some high-end SR5s, it looks like the dealer markups are crazy. So the dealers are dealing with limited quantity of these Tundras on the lot all over the country. The prices are jacked way up. So it's pretty interesting to see that the Tundra was able to have its second best month of the year with everything that is going on. Now, trust me, these numbers are not where Toyota wants to be with the Tundra. If you look at the last couple of years, especially like 2018 into 2019, they were selling about 11,000, 12,000, each month. And this is a little bit down, but with everything going on, you know what? It could be worse. Now, one thing I want you to keep in mind with the 2022 that just came out, there are a lot of you that aren't really liking the 2022 and you prefer the current generation and you are looking for a 2021. Now, I say this in a lot of videos and it is all to help you. Don't be afraid to search around the internet versus going to your dealership down the street. If your dealer in your town doesn't have the truck you want, look around, because if you go to websites like Auto Trader or TrueCar and you search the nation, you may be able to find the Tundra you want for the price you want. There are some dealers charging markups, but there are some dealers asking for MSRP. So look around. Shipping a car is not crazy like it used to be. It is affordable. It can be done. It's no big deal to these dealers. They do it every single day, so it's not that big of an issue. But you can find that 2021 that you want before we don't have this generation anymore. I know a lot of you want that V8, which will not be in the next generation Tundra. So don't be afraid to get out there and start looking for the truck you want. Just open up your search to the whole nation and get an idea of how many Tundras are out there. Like I said, just judging by walking around the dealerships around me, they're starting to get that one final push of all these Tundras out to the lot. So it shouldn't be too hard to find what you want, as long as you're not extremely specific. Like a Lunar Rock TRD Pro, maybe kind of tough to find right now, especially without a markup. But if you're looking for like a Mag Gray TRD Sport, at least in my area, we see those everywhere. That is a very popular trim. Maybe a TRD Off-Road Package SR5, another very popular trim. 1794, you know, they are out there. Just search around, call your dealer, see if you can make a deal. And if your dealer doesn't have it, don't be afraid to broaden your search and look all over the country. Like I said, these dealers do it every single day. But once again, it is great to see the Tundra having its second best sales month when we wouldn't expect it. If you drive around lots, not even Toyota, but other brands as well, you will see a lot of these lots just look completely empty. For instance, I stopped yesterday in my dealership video to film a used Quicksand 2020 SR5 Tundra, and that was in a Kia lot. Now, every time I've ever been to that Kia lot, it is packed to the gills with cars. Yesterday, there was not much there. It was a big, wide open parking lot, and we're seeing that all over the country, regardless of manufacturer. So it is good to see Toyota be able to pop a good number there in September. I very much look forward to seeing what October, November, and December bring, because that is usually a big, sales quarter for the Tundra going into the end of the year. In normal times, they usually want to push all those Tundras out the door to get the next model year in, but we're seeing the prices insanely high. There's not incentives right now on the Tundra. October incentives should come out tomorrow, but I don't think there'll be much for the Tundra. If there is, we'll make a video. It's just an insane time. But some people are actually paying these prices for these Tundras. When they do show up at the dealership, I usually see them there for a day or two, and they're gone. So people are paying for these things. I think everyone's just afraid that they won't get their hands on a current gen before the next gen come out, because there are two groups of people right now: those who love the next generation and those who love the current generation. So we shall see. That is what is going on in the world today. But once again, the Tundra, let's get that number for September 2021, 8,828, and that is the second best month of the year. And for 2021 so far, 65,013 Tundra sold in the United States. Make sure you go down in the comments and let me know what you think. Are you looking for a current gen Tundra before they go away forever? Or are you waiting for the next generation? I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say. Until next time, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook at TundraDude34, TundraDude34@gmail.com. You guys have a great day. Be safe and be well.